Hello! So the reason why I haven't uploaded a video last week is because I lost my track. So enormous distortion in my life has caused me falling off this glorious track of myself. This is just a poetic way of I had something monumental in my life, so I slacked off in every other area. And today we're gonna discuss how I managed to come back, kind of, because I'm still in the last few steps, and also how you can retrieve your glory. I don't know how to put it, but I'm gonna make this video in 3 sections. Section 1 is the reflection part. It's about how to recognize and what to do when you recognize that you are doing something wrong. Number 2, planning. This will be about how you handle it, like how you plan your counter offense into this major dysfunction in your life. And number 3 will be the execution of actually fighting yourself and your bad habits in this way. So I hope you can enjoy this and get something worthwhile out of it. But let's start with the reflection. So the first, I would like to work with my personal example while covering this topic. I hope that's okay for you. The first is that you recognize that you lost track. This is by you realizing that you don't do the hobbies, habits that you normally do, not as passionate or even not anymore. Because for me, as an example, I had a really tough conversation with my girlfriend, and yeah, it was beautiful in the end, but I really hated myself for a while. So I slacked off doing my physical training and so lost gains. Sad. I slacked off in YouTube production, that's why last week's video hasn't come out. And I slacked off in really every other area of my life. I slacked off in school, social life, I think even a bit with friends. I missed out a bit with friends, but not as much. But the first step you need to do is realize that you aren't doing what you were doing, or you realize that you are not happy in the present of yourself, the present actions of yourself. And the first thing you need to do is to pause everything. And this not only includes those bad habits you may have gained, but also includes the good habits. I think you just need to get some space between you and your life, at least for a short time. And this could also be applied if you have depression. So you could be meditating, or you just slow down your life. And this really helped me. I just slowed down everything. I became less talkative, so I couldn't do harm on my social level, or much harm on my social level. I did the bare minimum to work out. This was actually bad, but I did it. Didn't make a video because I want to make great stuff for you and I want to educate myself. So after you have realized that you did something wrong, please just pause everything. Get a hold of yourself and reflect on it. Think what's going wrong, and then we get to the second phase, actually planning. After you've realized what are the mischiefs in your life and what is the good things which will propel you to your goals, we need to focus first on what is important. We need to form a hierarchy of habits or achievements which we set for us, because when you really lost the grip of your perfect self, the one that you have created till now, then you need to start slowly and progress up higher. So we need to focus on what's more important, and then on the lesser important, which still are some kind of important. You could say this is the 80-20 rule, that like with 20% of the good habits you get 80% of the results, and vice versa, but I don't know. I just focus on one at a time, and so tackle the most important first, which actually was that I am more respectful and consider more my tongue. The second step after I have achieved this was that I get back on my grades, so I've started to study more again. Step 3 was to get my sleep cycle back, because it was totally messed up. I had like 5 hours, 6 hours a day of sleep, so that was bad. I first focused on going to sleep at the same time at night, 9 p.m. was my time, and then I've tackled waking up at the same time each day. It's 4:20 for me, and after that I focus on my training and then dancing classes. everything after. So this can only be made by hierarchy. This is very individual for every one of you guys. And please do not overkill. I know it sounds very promising if you do just all the good things you want to do at once, so you get back on track as fast as possible, but I can guarantee you, you will not get the results you want, because you still haven't progressed the immense setback you have mentally. So it's actually also another point why I didn't make the video last week. It was because I knew I had to do many things. I need to draw, I need to write a script, I need to record the audio and everything else, thumbnail. I tried it, I did it actually, and it was so poorly I couldn't even watch it myself. So yes, if you want to do it, then do it, but the result will be nothing to your true potential. So waiting a bit is always the better option in this kind of situation. And also while this planning phase, which will be done while you have this pause, this break of yourself, but could also be done while you challenge the most important habits, is that you simultaneously demolish the old habits. So I not only, for my sleep schedule as an example, I did not only set myself a timer when to go to sleep and when to wake up, but also installed apps which distracted me going through sleep, which kept me up at night. This is important, because in your weak state a fallback will be pretty easy to achieve. And this is not what we want. We want to become stronger, better, and in the end just happier with ourselves. So, and now we transition to the execution of our goals. And my first takeout of this will be wait till you can. Sometimes you just need to process a certain situation. Sometimes this reflection phase can take much longer as you would like and as you have thought. I initially thought, after I returned home from my girlfriend and we had this talk, I was there like for 2 hours thinking about it, reflected on it. I thought, yeah, well, I got it now. I'm back on track mentally. But surprise, it took 2 weeks. That's crazy. So don't overdo it if you aren't finished with this mental processing. But I already said that, so let's go on another point. Do it with joy. Do the stuff you do with joy, these hierarchically high positioned achievements. Do those habits with joy, because they are your main goals and you should be proud of yourself if you finish them. I actually celebrated myself every morning when I woke up at 4:20 and when I got to bed at 9 p.m. I was so happy. I celebrated myself. I shouted out good morning to myself and I was just happy I had this. And so I started the day with a smile and kept it on going the whole day. This was also the same for social situations. Like every morning I thought about myself, how could I spend my time today with friends, with my girlfriend and everything else. And on each afternoon when I was alone, I reflected on this day. And I was so glad I met those people. I was so glad to have these conversations, and I was so glad that I honored my teachers. Because that's what you should do. If you're still going to school, please honor your teachers, because they're teaching you stuff you may not use in your life, but they still do it. And my last takeaway from this would be that you should just be confident in yourself. I lost over this 2 weeks 8 kilograms. That's like 17 pounds. And I thought I'm totally a loser. But I wasn't. I'm confident in myself that I can actually grow stronger with the expectation now, and I am confident that I can tackle every other quest. You should be confident in yourself. You shouldn't do it out of lack of motivation. You should do it because you like to do it. You do it with joy. You should do it because you know you can do it. And if you have fallen back, this means you had achieved it once, maybe even in some lower sense. So you just right now can aim even higher. This is beautiful, truly beautiful. And as a little side note here, I've only lost body fat. I lost a bit of muscle, but I actually got bigger by this rest. This is amazing. But okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. brief summary for you. If you have recognized that you're slacking off, that you're not doing well, or that you're just unhappy with the life you're living right now, pause, let everything go slower in your life, or just stop it and recognize what's going wrong. Then maybe plan what you want to do and make a hierarchy of goals and plan to achieve one at a time. Don't overkill, just take it slowly and with your own pace. This could take longer than you have expected. And also focus on keeping those bad habits out of your future life. And this means some losses. Yeah, maybe you have fun with some games, but if they keep you away from sleep, then you should maybe deinstall them, abandon them out of your life. And while this executing, you should watch out that you have joy and do it with confidence, because otherwise it isn't worth the time you're investing in it. Have fun in life and give it your heart with every breath. But goodbye, my friend. See you next time.